Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Ascension event tonight, celebrating the solstice. Thank you all for joining us.
Happy solstice, everyone. You made it. Well done,
Yeah.
you.
Woo! It is exactly like that. It's here we are on the 21st of December, 2021, a date that we've been aiming for all year, with all of the energies that have been coming through, all of the stuff that we've I mean, for want of a better word, what we've kind of endured this year, especially the last couple of months as well. I mean, you can vouch for that, David. You've done the most incredible amount of personal work, amount of clearing this year. And everybody who's tuning in tonight will in some way or another be feeling this as well. Okay, so all of you, as you're settling in and settling down. And so what are we bringing forward tonight, David? What's going on?
Well, we have all sorts, don't we? We're going to kick off with a little recap of where we've been over the last year and stuff like that. We're going to dive into doing a little bit of chakra clearing, let go of some stuff so we can be ready to step forward into a new world that we are creating. And then we're just going to create a new world.
That's it. Yeah,
let's just do it.
The funny part about it is, I mean, like we're laughing about, but that is it. You know, like we this is what we are. This is what we've been gathered together as on this planet, in various stages of awakening and various stages of soul wisdom, soul growth. You know what we're going through, but that essentially is what lies on the other side of this gateway. And make no mistake, today is a gateway. Okay, it's what we were kind of sort of semi-discussing before we went into recording mode was the fact that this isn't just the solstice. It's not just the winter solstice, the same way as the Lion's Gate wasn't just the Lion's Gate. This is a very, very particular year. Now, we are working together and towards a template of energy which is very, very different from the one that we were born into. And that is why that's why we've experienced this incredible 2 years of turbulence. But for those of us who've been on the ascension pathway, all of this began, it didn't begin 2 years ago, did it? It began in 2012, 2013, 2014, when all of the buildup began. We all started receiving information, direction, where we're going to be going and what we're going to be doing. And when the changes were initialized, that's when we all start springing into action. And so we're 2 years into it now. Can you believe it? I mean, it was 2 years ago. Was it? It was we did the keys of the solar logos with Birkin on this date 2 years ago. And it was then that we knew that something was going to happen in 2020, but we didn't quite know what. We didn't know how it was going to form. We didn't know how it was going to roll out, but that was the beginning of it. It's almost like this thunderclap or this wildfire of energy spread around the planet and just started igniting all of the old stuff that we no longer need to actually take with us or move into the fifth dimensional frequency or the golden future, and basically clear it from our lives. And that clearing has kind of come to a peak. It's kind of come to an intensity this particularly since the Lion's Gate. That's when most of us will have been done. We've been doing most of our shelling out, all our ditching our baggage. You can vouch for that, can't you?
Yeah, I'm sure many people here will feel this, but particularly the last couple of months has just been really, really intense. Like, you know, if you're familiar with the term shadow work, but basically, you know, facing the deepest, darkest kind of parts of you, really, and having to embrace them and move through the challenges. And, you know, for me personally, it's not even been, you know, stuff from this lifetime. A lot of people that are kind of on this pathway, they have certain challenges that come up in their childhood and stuff like that, and that kind of awakens certain senses with them, and it's just part of the process. And then a lot of people will be dealing with stuff from their childhood, sort of going through this process. For me, it's been past lives. That I'm very blessed that I had a very good childhood and stuff like that. I never really had to worry about that. But the level of deep trauma, for want of a better word, that I've had to face in this last year, and it's all been past lives. And I'm sure this, it's probably something that will resonate with a lot of people here, because I'm sure many of you have been in service for countless lifetimes, and the world has been in the state for the last 10,000 years where, if you're truly of service, I would say you probably weren't making other people very happy, and probably paid the price for it.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there will be a lot of people out there that that have been going through a similar thing, and yeah, it's a challenging period, but I feel like a new man to when we sat here at the solstice last year.
Oh, absolutely. It was, if you look at it if you kind of quantify the energy movement like that, David, and everybody else who's tuning in now, I mean, there's still you lovely souls are still joining. We're just talking, we're just kind of moving in and getting warmed up kind of thing. It's look at where we were a year ago. Okay, look at where we were this time last year. Yes, we were invoking and activating and linking into the light of the seven suns. We were bringing all of this. We were bringing in a colossal amount of light, but at that particular time, we didn't really know what that light was going to be used for. We just we just knew that we had to anchor it in. We knew that January, February, March, April, and all of these other following months would just increase in light volume for every single day that we're here. Now, as David's just been saying, when the particulars of this pathway, or the particulars of this year, the progress that we've made, has more specifically been about losing the restrictions, the constraints, the baggage, everything that we no longer need to carry, that we've been lugging around with us for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. But you've been reliving the traumas of past lives, where you have spoken up as a leader, as a teacher, in a spiritual format previously, and you got the full 3D treatment, like, lock, stock, with all the bells and whistles on it, and that happened repeatedly. Now, a lot of us have been through that, and if we haven't specifically targeted that within shadow work, it will have been coming up, and we'll have been releasing it in other ways. However we've navigated the last few months in particular, it has been about facing the shadows. Okay, and those shadows had to be lit up. They had to be viewed in glorious technicolor, broad daylight, whether it's a personal shadow or whether it's a collective shadow. One thing I think that we can all agree is we can all see in broad daylight now what's going on out there, can't we?
What's happening on a societal level is exactly the same as we're facing on a personal level. This is all about shadow clearing.
It is. But most importantly, we're now at the gateway that we've needed to step through. Now, a couple of months ago, I started receiving, in fact, it wasn't a couple of months ago, it was more like 5 months ago, started receiving, before the Lion's Gate, the information from the Seraphim: push, 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 got to get everything out, release now, release now. The winter solstice isn't far away, and like, we're all kind of like, yeah, it's summertime, we haven't even done the Lion's Gate yet, kind of thing. Like, what are you talking about? It's like, and they were very specific. They said, the hammer of light is coming down, you're going to get through the Lion's Gate. The Lion's Gate's going to be tough for a lot of people on the ascension pathway, because they're going to get hit with upgrades. There's as well as all the shadow clearing, a lot of us have been hit with the physical stuff, the physical upgrades. I spent most of my August wishing that I'd been rewired slightly more kindly, but I wasn't. And I've heard a lot of other people in our positions having that. But on the other side of it, it's if any of you have been experiencing the physical clearing, the physical illness, you'll notice that you'll go offline for 2, 3, 4 weeks, and like, you will just be rendered incapable of doing anything like remotely normal that you would normally do. And during that time, you are rewired, or you even have a higher aspect of your soul walking in, or in some more extreme cases, the souls that Vuslu sent through, the actual, what people have actually received direct walk-in experiences or overlays from very high frequency souls that are being put in positions where they have the most effect. So we've got all of this going on in our fields, ready for the gateway that we are stepping through today. And that gateway is so distinctive. And the Seraphim has said, once we step through it, that's the decision made. Okay, there's no looking wistfully over at the 3D pathway and go, oh, maybe I could go back. You know, that's done. We've made our decision and we've walked through now. And although that might sound like on the surface, it might be a little bit divisive, we are living in this dual reality at the moment where we've had to take a decision. We've had to take a decision whether we are going to commit to the high road or whether we are going to actually kind of still engage with the fear and the lower realities of the matrix. And if you sat here tonight, you've made your decision. A lot of these decisions will have been made on a soul level, and we're just walking through. We're flowing through like water, and that's what we were guided to do. Stop fighting, stop resisting, stop the thrashing around. Just what will be will be. We're actually being guided by a very powerful current now, and it's pushing. It's not something that we've got to jump in and swim with. It's here, and that's what's occurring.
And if you were in a situation you had any reservation towards at this point in time, that's exactly what you would have been clear in the last couple of months to get you ready for this step. Without a doubt.
Exactly right. So well done, everybody. It's this year has been the most, you know, it's been not just it's on one side, it's been the most illuminating, it's been the most incredible and most interesting year to work with. But on the other side of it, it's also brought up the most challenges. Okay, and so we're probably all here now thinking, thank God, you know, thank God we've got to the solstice, we've got to the end of the year. And the energy today felt really smooth, really calm. I mean, I quite often before an event like this, I will find myself, and you found this as well, David, that we will be kind of lit up. It's quite a wired feeling. You're wired in. You're wired into the cosmos. You're wired into the information that's coming through. But today was just, that is really, it's just a flow. It's a flow of light. And I spoke kind of briefly with the Seraphim and the teams of light that are assisting us tonight, and they just said to all of you, just relax, breathe, let that energy flow in, and let's just allow this current to take us where it needs to go. But most importantly, it's and I've been saying this all throughout the last 2 years. The fight is what we're being invited into. There's a lot of this kind of, you know, we're being invited to fight our corner. We're being invited to kind of like, you know, that divine warrior energy is part of our spiritual heritage. We all have it within us, and we had to use it so regularly in the third dimension. But the difference is now that we are warriors of the heart. So everything that we engage with must be engaged with via the power of love. And that has been one of the most difficult things to remain undistracted from, is staying in the heart center, because every single thing around us is asking us to move out of our heart and fight.
Yeah.
So how do we do it? You know, how do we do it?
The thing for me is remembering, actually, you know what? The fight's already over.
Yeah.
We've already won, and there's no going back from that now.
Right.
What you're seeing and what may be perceived as a fight that you need to jump on is actually the aftermath from a losing battle. We're already in that, and it's a done deal. Yeah,
that's exactly right. If we wouldn't be having this conversation if the outcome of what we're going to be the outcome of what we're doing or what we have chosen to do wasn't already preset. Okay, the ascension process is not something that can be bargained. It can't be something that can be magicked away. It can't be, a group of people can't gather in a room somewhere, deep underground, stirring the hex pot. Let's all stop the ascension process. I mean, the banality of that kind of mindset just goes to show, the energy that has actually encapsulated the 3D matrix. It has gone way beyond that now. And the planetary awakening for the souls that are stepping onto the ascension pathway has spread like wildfire. All we've got to do is keep our eyes on the prize and actually aim and create for what we want to see in our world. And that is a very, very big important, that's an important thing.
And you can so see that as well, like, I'd say the battle's over. One side might not have realised that the battle's over, and they're still fighting. We don't need to, but they might still be fighting. But you can see that every single tactic that they use only pushes more people awake, and they are, they're digging their own graves at this point, and they're just helping out the cause.
It is. That's exactly what's happening. And one thing that I've noticed, David, which I'm gonna kind of like. I'm going to mention because I think it's very interesting. Even though we are dealing with what technically seems to be like a full-blown matrix that does not want people to wake up, it does not want them to unhook, it does not want them to leave, because every time it does, the power of that scenario, it gets smaller and smaller. Every single day, we are being invited to take our sovereignty. It's almost like it couldn't be more handed on a plate to us if they tried. And I've noticed in the comments, just like one said, well, how do you take a stand about, how do you take a stand against corruption? Well, you draw your line in the sand with you embody your sovereignty. You make sure that there are things that you will not engage with. There are things that you will not do if it is not resonating with the light of your soul. But you engage with that with love, because it can be engaged with, avoid engaging with rage, because that is something that we're so inclined to do. I was doing it to begin with. It's like, the incensing of it, and holy anger and the kind of like the divine anger that is a part of us. But as we move through this gateway, as we create with love. As we unravel from what we are experiencing, we unravel with love. And continue to do so. And now we're being supported. There is a massive, massive wave of support that has come in that is actually just pushing us through. And from this point onwards, although we might see and experience this mess on the other side, although it might seem like it is still oppressing, it's still coming forward and it's threatening and everything, we've now got everything that we need in place just to kind of move forwards, disconnect if we need to, connect to other souls of light. And that soul family, the whole soul family unit, is very much in place. Each one of us we've got another 143 of our oversouls and our monads. And most of them are awake and online now. And we've been kind of working, that's another thing we've been working hard upon over the course of this year, is for those of us that are in this kind of bandwidth of light energy, is to make sure that everybody else in our soul groups are awakening or beginning to kind of have that merging or emerging process. It's very intense.
Absolutely, because every time you upgrade your light level, that gets spread across your entire malic groups. You will have been ascending your soul group.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So here we are. So what? I think all of us will have come in and got ourselves all nice and comfortable now, David. So what would you like to begin with, my friend?
Should we start with the chakras?
Yes, I think we should. What we're going to do tonight, everybody, we've got a lovely journey that we're going to take you on in a little bit. But as we kind of as we told you that we were going to do, there are 4 chakras that we have both identified out of the ever-expanding ascension column.
Yes.
We go, it's the 3 extra kind of came through or made themselves very known in you brought them through in, or you identified them in July, didn't you? Which is the solar junction high above our head, which is found around the monadic area. And then there's the outer major. I remembered it. didn't I? I had a complete outer major blank the other day. I was like, what's that chakra called at the back of the neck? The one that hurts all the time. And it's the and it's the outer major at the back of the neck. Okay, so we're going to be looking at that. We're going to be doing an in-depth clearing on it, clearing on the throat and a clearing on the solar plexus. I've just noted a few comments kind of flowing through about anxiety and picking up on these energies. Well, the methods that I'm going to show you tonight will actually stop that, or it will considerably reduce the connection to that fear energy that we've all got. But these are the 4 chakras that we are mostly working and clearing with on a regular basis. They're the ones that seem to crop up all the time. Third eye, outer major, throat, solar plexus. It used to be sacral as well. We've done so much work on the sacral this year. And I believe on a collective level that the sacral has cleared as much as it needs to do to actually instigate or bring in the soul family protocol that a lot of us are engaging with now. So happy days.
Yeah, so we just want to do a quick clearing through these, because it's a good opportunity to let go of any old stuff that we no longer need before we move into the new life.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So make yourselves comfortable, everybody. We're going to be moving into this now. So if you feel that you want to lie down and close your eyes, grab a crystal or do anything like that, then please do so now. And we're just going to kind of gently take you through. And you've got your artwork as well, David, haven't you?
Yes, I have. So we're going to be starting off with the third eye chakra. And I'm just going to share my image of this up on the screen.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I haven't seen this one for a little while. I love it.
No, I've not used it for quite a while, actually. So it's quite nice to get it out again.
It is, yeah. Shine it off.
Yeah.
So just allow everybody just tune into this before you close your eyes, or you can actually look at the picture while David's working with this.
Absolutely. So when you're ready, just close your eyes and begin to relax. Take a deep breath in and out. And first of all, I just want to start off by bringing our attention to this incredible light that's flooding into us at this time. We have light pouring in from the 7 suns, and we have light coming from the galactic center. And of course, we have high frequency light coming from our own sun. And just bring your attention to your solar junction chakra. Now, this is right up above your head, and it just sits on the outside edge of your spiritual fields. And see it glowing with incredible light. You may see it dancing with the different colors of the 7 suns, or glowing with a beautiful white and golden solstice light that's coming in at this time. And feel it filling up this solar junction chakra. And when you're ready, draw this light down. First of all, through your stellar gateway, down through your soul star chakra, into your causal chakra, into the crown chakra, just at the top of your head. And eventually allow this light to pour into the clear crystal ball of your third eye chakra. Watch as this light fills the crystal ball. See the brilliant white and golden solstice light merging with the green light at the center of your third eye. You may notice some fog or perhaps some mist obscuring the clarity of this crystal ball. Watch as the light simply dissolves this away until it is perfectly clear. Now before you, you see two small but piercing emerald green lights slowly moving towards you through the light. As it moves closer, a figure takes form, and you realize that you are looking into the incredible glowing eyes of Archangel Raphael himself. As he draws closer, he places his right thumb onto your third eye, and you see incredible emerald green light begin to flow from his heart center. The light begins to flow down his arm and directly into your third eye. You see an explosion of incredible light within the crystal ball, and it begins to glow brighter and brighter. You may notice little pops or flashes as the emerald light dissolves anything that has been placed onto your third eye that would prevent your psychic abilities from operating at their highest level. You then begin to see the emerald light flow from the crystal ball directly into your brain as the light fills your pineal gland, allowing it to expand until it is plump and full. The light then begins to flow directly through the channels from your brain and into your eyes. As it does, it clears out any lower vibrations and lights up your eyes with incredible fifth dimensional energy. The light then flows out and into your ears, raising the vibration of this space and clearing any energies, any lower vibrations. And finally, the light begins to flow down towards your solar plexus, clearing the channels and pathways as it goes. And relax for a moment here and allow your body to absorb this high frequency energy at a deep level. And take a deep breath in and know that your psychic abilities are working at the highest possible level. And when you're ready, thank Archangel Raphael for his assistance and bring yourself back to your body. Feel the ground beneath your feet, and when you are ready, open your eyes.
Thank you, David. That was lovely. Right, just bring yourselves back, everybody. We're going to take a tiny little break in between each of these chakras so that we can just have a little bit of time, grab a little bit of water, make sure you're grounded. There's a lot of energy coming in. And so when you clear a particular chakra, just give it a little bit of time to settle. You might even want to just gently place your hand on the front of your forehead and just allow the third eye to completely relax now. Just allow all of the energies coming in, all of the clearance. Make sure that crystal ball is beautiful and shiny. Okay. And just keep breathing and keep relaxing. And when you've had a little drink, we're going to start moving into the next one, the Alta Major. I nearly forgot it just a minute ago as well.
Fortunately, I don't have a picture of the Alta Major yet, but I will do soon. But for this one, I'm going to share Archangel Gabriel with you, as we'll be working with him.
Absolutely. So lovely, people. Just tune in and start focusing on the picture of Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel's diamond light. And breathe this energy in. And breathe it out, and just also be aware that this solstice light that is flooding down from the suns and the solstice gateway, moving down from your third eye now. And you have a chakra at the back of your neck. Some of you may be aware of it. Some of you maybe just have been feeling pressure, pain, a sense of discomfort. And this particular chakra is called the Alta Major. And some of you may have been aware of it for a long time. You may have already worked with it. You may have been tuned into it. But the way that David was shown and the way that I was shown that it has worked previously is this was the way that we were linking in to the third dimension. And the reason why that many of us have experienced so much discomfort in the Alta Major, particularly in the last year or even going back 2 years, is because we have chosen on a soul level, because we've raised our vibration and we have signed the soul contract that we are going through the ascension gateway, we have detached, okay? So it is very much almost in view a little bit like the Matrix itself. And it's funny that this is coming out tomorrow in the cinema, that this is now a completely functional chakra that is no longer attached to the third dimensional matrix. But the way that we were linked in was very intricate. This was a chakra that enabled us to live within the almost like the confines of a third dimensional illusion for thousands and thousands of years. We have detached from that now, and the chakra is healing. Archangel Gabriel oversees the development, the opening, and the balancing of it. Now, whilst I'm just running through this, you might just want to gently place your hand on the back of your neck and just close your eyes. And as you're doing so, breathe into the area where your hand is placed. It's just at the base of your skull and the top of your spine. And this is your Alta Major. Breathe into it. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. And just focusing now on the energy of Archangel Gabriel. And with your eyes closed, just be aware that he is joining you in your sacred space. He may appear as the beautiful, iridescent, pure, radiant white angel that he is, or he may appear as a diamond light, whatever form he is coming forth in. Just allow this to be. Allow his presence and his vibration to flow into every cell of your body. And as your hand is placed on your Alta Major at the back of the neck, just gently feel Archangel Gabriel lovingly placing his hand over the top of yours. Now you might start to feel a bit of activity in the back of your neck, just at the base of your skull, at the top of your spine. Archangel Gabriel is gently asking you to move your hand down now, and he is placing both of his hands on the back of your neck. And touches the center of the chakra, the Alta Major, and it lights up with pure diamond white light. With your eyes closed, just visualize this chakra, where you might rather feel it. How does it feel to you? Do you feel pressure in this area? Does it feel light or does it feel clear? Are you being told that there is anything that you need to remove? As Archangel Gabriel is lovingly placing his hands upon the chakra and lighting it up, you might see old wiring, or what looks like frayed, broken cords and attachments that may be contained within the chakra, and he is just gently removing these now. As he's doing so, we're also being joined by Commander Ashtar, also being joined being told by some Lemurians. The Lemurian energies are coming in very strongly tonight, and they together are just assisting every single one of us to heal, to open, and to completely balance the Alta Major chakra and remove completely any old programming, any old wiring, anything that may still be linking us in psychically or magically or consciously to any lower vibrations that are holding us in fear or distortion. Not quite allowing us to see the future and the vision that we wish to create as clearly as we wish to do so. Feel the balancing and the reprogramming and the lighting up of your Alta Major chakra now. The Lemurians are pouring beautiful diamond light into the chakra. Commander Ashtar is removing old, outdated, defunct AI technology or any implants that you may have here. This is quite important, he's saying. Anything that might have activated to prevent you moving fully through the ascension gateway is being removed from this chakra now. With his technology and his skill and his expertise, he just literally turns these off, gently removes them, pops them in a box, and they turn into golden light. Just feel this beautiful psychic surgery occurring. There is no pulling, there is no yanking. It is just being done with surgical precision at the highest frequency possible. And then Archangel Gabriel places his hand back over the chakra again and just allows more beautiful light to flow into it. There's a hint of gold flowing in now, as well as the diamond light. And he very gently and very skillfully places one of his perfectly formed and many faceted cosmic diamonds within the center of the chakra to make sure that it never moves backwards in its energy again. So just feel your Alta Major balanced and open. Commander Ashtar may continue his work, and so may the Lemurians. Just be aware or give them permission to do so if you want, but they are just clearing out anything which no longer serves you, switching it off, removing it completely, allowing you full freedom to move energetically through the gateway that you have chosen to do so. And collectively, I can see all of our Alta Majors now starting to glow with very, very bright diamond light now. And just be aware that this is a powerful healing that has taken place within all of us. And just feel that solstice light continuing to flow down through your bodies and your fields, gathering around your shoulders, And just when you're all ready, open your eyes and come back to where you were sat. Okay.
Well, thank you, Tim.
My pleasure. We got extra company. Extra company, wasn't expected. Commander Ashtar did say he might kind of pop in and say hi, but that will be something that will be ongoing and continuing with us. And it is necessary to just kind of unlink and unhook. It's like having an old computer that you're unplugging from. You've got all of these cords and all of these wirings. And that's where we were linked in at the back of the neck. And that's why I find that discovery in the summer was so incredible. It's like, oh my God, we're free of it. So
it has been the year of the Alta Major, hasn't it? I think
has really been the year of the Alta Major. That has been the one thing that has been really holding us back previously. So just allow that clearing to occur and to flow through you. Okay.
Fascinates me the things you get shown during these visualizations. I was just shown an anchor being pulled out of the back of my Alta Major.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's quite symbolic, isn't it?
Well, that's the thing. It's very much metaphorical, isn't it? It's something that's
it is. It's
down,
like
holding you
anchored
down.
into 3D. You're not getting away from here. Yes, I am. Bye. Oh, brilliant. So now we're going to just smoothly flow into the throat, aren't we?
Yes. So just take a minute to grab a bit of water and just make sure you're grounded and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then we'll flow straight in.
Looking forward to the throat. The throat's always a winner, isn't it?
It is. It is. And we've been clearing the throat constantly on and off for, since the beginning of this process. Many of you will have heard sort of Tim or I talking about the Atlantean collar around the throat. And many occasions I thought I'd gotten rid of mine, but it turns out that has many layers to it. Many energetic layers. And
very clever piece of technology, actually.
For sure.
Very clever.
You keep on pulling one away and then you get to another one.
Yeah, multifaceted test.
Yes. We shall see if we get the last one tonight.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Brilliant. So I'm just going to share the throat chakra image up on the screen.
Oh, thank you. This is one of my favorites. Thank you, David. Lovely.
When you're ready, take a deep breath in and close your eyes. Bring your attention to your throat chakra. See it glowing with magnificent royal blue light. Take a deep breath in, drawing the energy into your throat. And allow the muscles in your neck to relax. And just continue to breathe here for a moment and let the energy settle. Then begin to let your mind gently drift back to a time in your life when perhaps you don't feel like you could speak your truth. Or perhaps you did, but you didn't speak it in a manner that came from the heart. And as you think about this, bring your attention down to the incredible light of your heart. And take a deep breath in and draw the light from your heart center up through your thymus chakra and into your throat. And just take a moment to allow the light from your heart to merge with the light from your throat. And then just allow this beautiful combination of light to flow back into this memory. Feel love for everyone that was involved in that situation. And most importantly, feel love for yourself. if you feel ready to, thank this situation for the lessons that it brought you and the opportunity to learn from it so that you can now speak truly and honestly moving forward. And when you're ready, just let this memory gently drift away, feeling only love attached to it. Now allow your mind to cast back to more memories like this. With each one that appears, simply send it love and allow it to gently float away. You may find that faster and faster these situations start appearing to you. And things appear that you may not even remember as you travel back in time from lifetime to lifetime. You may not even know what each memory contains, but just trust that there are reasons it is revealing itself to you at this time. And then send it love and let it go. As you move further and further back through your lifetimes, your perception begins to shift, and you find yourself standing on a cliff top, looking out over the ocean. And standing beside you is the incredible Archangel Michael, dressed not in his usual battle armor, but an incredible blue robe that seems to move and shimmer like sonic vibrations. In his left hand, he holds a book. "Hello, my friend," he sends to you. "The time has come to cast off the shackles that have held you silent for so long. This book contains a record of all the contracts that you have once agreed to that would, in one way or another, limit the use of your fifth dimensional throat chakra. We are now offering you an opportunity to rescind all of these contracts and remove the limitations that have been placed upon you since the Great Fall." He waves his hand and a fire pit appears beside him, burning with incredible golden rainbow fire. He says once again, "Simply place the book within the fire and it will be dissolved and all contracts destroyed. The violet flame will be sent to release any associations connected to it throughout time." If you are ready to, take the book and place it into the fire. As you do so, Archangel Michael cheers, and a shower of blue and white sparks of light fill the air. He turns to you and places one hand on each of your shoulders. He then moves his fingers behind your neck, and you hear a click. He then releases you and steps back, opening his hand to reveal what appears as a shackle. "It is done. Now go forth and grace the world with your transcendent voice," he says to you. Take a moment to thank Archangel Michael for his assistance. And when you are ready, bring yourself back to your body. Feel the ground beneath your feet. And when you are ready, open your eyes.
Beautiful. Thank you, David.
My pleasure.
Just take a few moments, just allow that clearing to occur in your throat. Throat chakras tend to be a bit of a long-term project. They can tend to be like, they can go on and on and on, and you can release so much. But the most important part, I believe, about the throat is using our voice with the power of love. And so just feel those shackles coming away. Always projecting and speaking our voice with the energy of love and truth behind it. And that's what the Atlanteans were famous for. And that's why we were given a collar in the first place. so that we could no longer use this one physical chakra, the chakra that I'm communicating with you, the chakra that David's communicating with you. It has a physical resonance and everybody can hear it. So that needed to be detuned and downtuned so that it could not engage with 3D reality at the power with which it was used during Atlantean times. And we've taken so long to work through this and how long it's taken to get over. It's a work in progress. Thank you so much for that. That was beautiful.
It really is one of the most powerful tools that we have. And I think, you know, it's easy to think, oh, well, we took that shackle on to so that we weren't able to speak out our truth to allow the 3D experiment to go ahead. But quite frankly, I think it was also for our own good, because going through the challenges of a 3D environment, we would not want to be able to speak with the power that we had, because we could have manifested all sorts of situations that we really didn't want.
It was we would have been well above our station for what we've been through, for the matrix that we were learning through so much from. So from there, just for everybody, we're in the flow now. We're all nice and comfortable. I've got my robe around me because I'm actually getting quite chilly here, so it's quite Archangel Michael.
I was just looking at that.
Yeah, it's one of Beer Kintor's lovely creations. So just feel that throat. You're going to still be aware. You'll be aware of your third eye. You'll be aware of your ultra major. You'll be aware of your throat. And now, as I'm just going to start taking everybody through the good old solar plexus. So just start to breathe into your heart centers now. I'm going to stop my video. Breathe into your heart. And breathe out and just be aware that the solstice light is still flowing down through, but bring your attention to your solar plexus. Thank you, David. I love this one as well. I love all of your chakra pictures, so this one is particularly amazing. Just breathe that light in. As you're breathing into your heart, you can also breathe consciously and with awareness into your solar plexus. Now, the solar plexus is a chakra which can literally dominate our ascension process, okay? During the third dimension, the solar plexus's job was to look for danger. It had the ability to reach out and feel into our surrounding area to allow us to have an early warning system if there was danger ahead, if there was an energy that didn't resonate with us. Anything like that would be picked up by the solar plexus, and the solar plexus has been doing that job for so long. We thank our third dimensional solar plexuses for keeping us safe. But now we have a fifth dimensional solar plexus, which is a bright, radiant gold. Its reach is much further, and it has a tendency to pick up so much energy that doesn't belong to us. So just tune into your solar plexus at this moment now and be aware that you are also being joined by the golden ruby presence of Archangel Uriel, the angel of peace, and just breathe into your solar plexus. You might want to place your hand on your solar plexus as you're doing so. Breathe into it. Breathe into your heart. Allow the energy of your heart to flow into your solar plexus, the golden disc. Breathe in light, exhale love. How does your solar plexus feel as you tune into it? What energies does it contain? Are these your energies? Do they belong to you? Are they energies that have linked into you? Are they energies that you have picked up from the commotion that is going on around us in our everyday reality? Is your solar plexus tuned into fear, or is it tuned into love? Just take a few moments to ask your solar plexus this question now. Breathe into it. Breathe out. Fear or love? Now, Archangel Uriel is standing there, and he's got the most magnificent ruby within his hands. And he's just inviting you to accept the ruby into your solar plexus if you wish to do so. As he places within it, your solar plexus lights up a divine golden ruby red. And as this beautiful ruby light spreads throughout the golden disc of your solar plexus, just breathe and relax into it. Breathe out and give conscious permission now for your solar plexus to release anything that is not of the vibration of love. This needs to be a conscious decision that you make. Sometimes we become addicted to these scenarios that we are calling in, these cords and attachments, the light that we lend out. Now is the time to stop this. Just allow your solar plexus to light up. Place your hand upon your solar plexus now and state out loud, I am living love. I am living love. I am living love. And as you state these words, I am living love, all that is not love falls away from this chakra. All of the energetic sensitivities, all of the anxiety that you may be feeling from those around you, any fears of the future, just feel this being replaced by golden, divine confidence and love. And consciously lock this energy into place. I am living love. I am living love. I am living love. Consciously releasing all fear programs now. And just feel this beautiful diamond, ruby, and golden light beginning to spread through your solar plexus now, lighting it up very brightly. Breathe into it. Breathe out. Be aware that your solar plexus and your heart are now connected to one another. If ever you feel your solar plexus moving into a state of fear, if you feel that anxiety coming in, breathe the light of your heart into your solar plexus, allow it to reset. Say the words, I am living love. And just be aware that a clearance of energies that may be going back, not just through this lifetime, but other lifetimes too, where it's just now falling away from the fear programs of your solar plexus. And very clearly I'm seeing around the outside, seeing the beautiful golden and ruby light within the center, but the shining outline of diamond light around the outside of all of our solar plexuses. Just breathe this in. And just be aware now that the clearing will continue. Just allow the solstice energies to continue to flow through your other chakras, down through your navel, your sacral, your base, and down your legs and anchor it into the Earth Star chakra below the soles of your feet. Ground these energies in and just feel the clarity and feel the love within your solar plexus. When you are ready, just thank Archangel Uriel and open your eyes.
Beautiful. Thank you, Tim. I love that mantra.
I am living love.
Living
It's
love.
very, very apt for our times, isn't it?
Yeah. Powerful and under many circumstances, not just for
No,
you.
I do believe that came through to Diana Cooper originally. I think it was given to her by Archangel Shamuel.
Oh, really?
It's a punchy one. You can say that I am living love, and
Yeah.
that just, it brings that energy in. It's so powerful.
Amazing.
Oh. So I think I'm just going to take a very quick 1 minute recess, and then we are going to move into the meditation. So if anybody wants to grab a drink, just stand up, have a stretch your arms out, rub your feet on the floor. We will be back in exactly 1 minute. See you very shortly. Hey, beautiful souls. We are back. Hey, David.
Oh, again.
Right. Everybody get yourselves all comfortable and close your eyes, because we're going on the solstice journey now, and we're going to be working with the cosmic ascension fountain.
We get this up on the screen quickly and just
Yes. And this piece of artwork that is coming up is David's latest creation.
So this piece is titled The Ascension Fountain, and it was given to me by the Seraphim just a couple of weeks ago in preparation to work with the energy for this. And Tim has created an absolutely beautiful visualization for us this evening based around it. I won't say too much because I think I'll just let everyone experience it firsthand as we go into the visualization. But
we're going to flow into it right now. That is so, I absolutely love this one. It's so very Seraphim, isn't it? You don't get more Seraphim.
Light with a few rainbows thrown in. There you
go. Exactly. So just, if you want to keep your eyes open and just tune into this for a little bit while we begin taking you through the journey, please feel free to do so, or just close your eyes and begin to completely relax now as we start to move into this. Okay.
And just take a deep breath in and out, and relax as your chakras are clearing from the energies that you've just released. And bring your focus and attention back to the center of your heart.
Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Once, breathe in again. Twice. And on the third time, as you breathe in, expand your heart field, your golden, pure white heart center, until it surrounds you in bright golden white light. Breathe in again. As you breathe out, be aware that your open, active heart is now surrounding you in a bubble of your own heart light.
Now that you're immersed in the light of your fifth dimensional heart center, you are ready to connect to the highest vibrations of this solstice gateway. Are you ready to step through and let go of everything that no longer serves you?
Just keep breathing and keep relaxing. And as you become more centered and relaxed, just become aware, with your eyes closed, of a figure in front of you. At first, it looks as if he is just walking out of the mist in your mind's eye, just gently walking forward. But as he is taking solid form, you realize that you are being joined by ascended Master Merlin. To see him stepping out of the mist before you and joining you as you rest within your heart light.
He stands before you looking very businesslike. He's dressed in his finest green golden robes. And the staff that he carries has a golden white orb crystal attached to it. And without speaking a word, he holds it aloft and calls down a mighty whirlwind, which looks like a water sprout created by cosmic light. And he invites you to step into it.
Merlin speaks in a powerful voice. Within this vortex, you are invited to leave all fear and uncertainty behind you. All lower bindings, vibrations, and distortions of who you truly are cannot and will not be taken with you into the new golden era. Do you choose to release them?
If you wish to accept, then step forward into Merlin's storm. And for a few moments, you can see and feel a powerful rush of energy all around you. You quickly find yourself in the center with the storm raging all around you. Up above you, you see the peaceful blue sky. This is the eye of the storm, and you are safe.
On the outside of the storm, you can hear Merlin's voice powerfully calling forth ancient codes of light, and the storm around you increases intensity. But within it, you are calm. At this moment in time, you are now being asked to witness your biggest fears or your blocks to the ascension pathway. What is it that is really holding you back at this moment in time?
As you consciously bring forth the blockages and fears that you may have been carrying for thousands of years, you can suddenly feel them being drawn out of you by the power of Merlin's vortex. See them being pulled and released from all aspects of you as they are alchemized in the powerful vortex.
Now the storm around you changes color. Each time it takes in the old and it begins to brighten in colour. After a short period of time, it begins to turn gold. So just feel this release as it is pulled into the vortex. Release, and then gold. Release, and then gold. Just feel all of this being removed from your bodies and fields. And as this occurs, very efficiently and very precisely, the noise of the powerful rushing air around you begins to calm down. Just allow any last vestiges that you need to release just to flow out into the vortex. See them flash with golden light as they are dissipated. And then the storm just begins to slowly dissipate around you. As it does so, just be aware that you can now begin to hear bird song. As the storm fades away, you can feel warm sunshine on your face. Just relax your mind now and imagine yourself in the most beautiful and tranquil surroundings. As Merlin's storm, his vortex turns into gentle golden mist and floats away on a beautiful warm breeze.
As you step out of this powerful clearing, you realize that you are no longer in the original time and space. All around you is the most incredible landscape. Mountains, trees, rivers, and exquisite springs stretch as far as your eyes can see. There are pure white buildings nestled at the bottom of a range of hills, and animals roam freely, feeding on the lush vegetation. As you look into the sky, you see the most amazing sun casting a bright golden orange glow all around you. This place looks like the fifth dimensional utopia that we will all create within our hearts when we connect to the higher realms.
Hello, Master. You hear a friendly voice by the side of you, which is now clearly trying to gain your attention. You see Serapis Bay standing by your side now. And with what you had just released and where you had turned up, you hadn't noticed him. Serapis Bay is dressed in simple white robes with a bright red-orange sun on the front and on the back of his robes.
Welcome to Agatha, the most sacred place in Hollow Earth. This is the divine kingdom that is constructed of all civilizations that have transcended 3D reality. Here work the seraphim, the dragons, the unicorns, and all other beings of light who are connected to your ascension process. Today, we are going to bring some of the brightest light to the surface.
After speaking, Serapis Bay invites you to walk with him. And you take a few moments and some time to stroll through this divine kingdom that some of you may be very connected to already. All around you is indescribable beauty and beings that you thought had long disappeared from reality. Just take a few moments to really see and feel this. How does it actually appear to you as you are viewing this? And do you see anyone or anything that you recognize?
There are energies here of Atlantis, Lemuria, Mu, and countless other forms here. As you walk with Serapis, a vast golden pyramid begins to appear in the distance. Serapis Bay's golden pyramid lies within a valley surrounded by hills, trees, and rivers. As you get closer, you see that the top is open and light from our reality is anchoring in there in a vast golden pillar. Dragons and unicorns flow around this pillar, taking heartfuls of the light and ensuring that it stays in the highest integrity.
The incredible golden pyramid towers high above you, and it is created by incredible extraterrestrial technology. You see a doorway before you with a golden red sun upon it, and it soundlessly glides open, and you are invited to step inside. The interior of Serapis Bay's pyramid is like a world within a world. Golden crystal towers rise from the floor, glowing with light. And beautiful glowing pools of shining liquid are dotted all around and attended to by small beings with violet eyes. Just take a deep breath in now and absorb this beauty and this vibration into your heart.
Serapis Bay leads you into what appears to be the center of his pyramid, and you are greeted by the most beautiful sight. There is an incredible fountain of liquid light surrounded by glowing beings that are attending to the luminosity. There is an almost continuous stream of ascended beings approaching the fountain with calm, divine reverence and placing a gift of their energy within it. You watch this with astonishment as each time they touch it, the fountain grows brighter. It is clear that they are making final preparations for something very special.
Now, within the fountain, you see 10 specific codes that are projected up into the air, and as they do so, they explode with light. And this process is repeated continuously. Serapis Bay explains that the divine creation is a gift from the seraphim, and they are making the final preparations for it to be released upon the surface. These codes will create an alchemy of realignment when the energy of the fountain is released directly into the earth grid.
As you gaze at it, a bright white gold soul stops and looks at you kindly. This is a Lemurian who is placing her love and knowledge within. You hear a gentle voice within your mind saying, "Come, come, don't hesitate. This is for everyone," as she invites you to contribute too.
Now, as you approach the fountain, Serapis Bay asks you to gift the highest love and intention from your heart and place it within the fountain. Just take a few moments now to form a ball of your heart light within your hands. I want to take your hands and place them in front of your heart now at this moment. And begin to form a ball of your heart light. Just breathe it into a ball contained within your hands. You can actually feel the vibration as you're holding it. Breathing in Breathing out in heart light into the ball. And just do this a few times until you feel it beginning to really solidify, become really solid. This ball can be as wide or as small as you wish it to be. It could be small and bright and intense like a sun, or it could be huge like a beach ball. And with the most divine reverence now, when it is ready, place it within the fountain. Just breathe it into the fountain. And as you do so, you can almost hear a sigh as the fountain absorbs and accepts your light and becomes brighter still.
Take a few moments here to look deep into the Ascension Fountain. Taking the keys, the codes, the light, the love, and every other facet that the flow has to offer. And feel your vibration aligning now with the higher solstice gateway and the new earth.
Just take a deep breath in now. Breathe out, fully aligned to the Ascension Fountain. Feel it lighting you up. As you're doing this, one of the Lemurians attending to the fountain steps back. As they do so, all of the activity around you ceases, and suddenly everybody looks up. Serapis Bey places his hand upon his heart and speaks the words, "It is time." High above you, in the top of the pyramid, you begin to see 3 bright, beautiful lights beginning to form. The seraphim have come to take the light of the fountain back to your reality.
There is silence in the room as Seraphim, Seraphina, Seraphisa, and Seraphizal step into their energies. They step their energies down and make contact with everyone in the pyramid. Their combined light is so vast that it eclipses everything, and you stand bathed in their unconditional love. Just take a moment here to connect with Seraphina's golden rainbow light. Just breathe this light in and allow it to be absorbed into your bodies and fields.
And just take a few moments to absorb and breathe in Seraphisa's diamond light. Feel it within every cell of your body, within your chakras. Breathe it in. Feel yourself lighting up even further.
And then take a moment to breathe in Seraphizial's golden sapphire light. Allow this light to enter through your bodies, your fields, your chakras, and directly into your heart, lighting you up.
And as you breathe all of this light in, feeling every part of you touched and blessed by the seraphim, just allow this moment for all earthly worries and concerns to just flow out of you, to leave you completely. You are witnessing the might of the cosmos and the consciousness of Source as they so very gently scoop up the light of the ascension fountain within their hands, one by one, and begin to gently float back up again.
Serapis Bay now takes you away from the area of the fountain to a quiet spot beside one of his golden crystal towers. He places his hand upon your heart and asks you to witness.
As Serapis touches your heart, you see a vision of the mighty seraphim surrounding Earth, and with them come a legion of millions of diamond white angels. Also with the diamond white angels are every archangel from every corner of the higher dimensions who are joining them also. And this is alongside the galactic dragons and the unicorns from so many dimensional spaces. They are unifying their energies all around Earth at this moment in time. And as you are witnessing this as one, they begin to flood to our beloved planet to activate the light of the ascension fountain on every ley line intersection and every sacred point on planet Earth. Just take a few moments to see and witness this happening now.
You see an incredible flash of diamond rainbow light as this field ignites around the Earth. And in the heavens, you see a gateway open that pours the highest light onto the planet. It is almost beyond description in its beauty. The fountains are springing up on every single point on Earth and covering the surface and the seas completely.
As this occurs, something incredible begins to happen. The new Earth, drenched in this powerful light, begins to very slowly separate from the old. You might even feel this movement physically or spiritually. Once intertwined, they now begin the gentle process of separation that will occur over the next 10 years. You see the old version of Earth very clearly being designated to continue as a plane of 3D learning, whilst the new fifth dimensional reality is birthed in the most glorious and radiant light.
Witness, says Serapis Bay, as you see this together. Witness the birth of your new reality, the cosmic splendor of everything that you have worked so hard to achieve. There will be much to do before you and the others are ready to step in, but this is what we are all here now to achieve. It is done.
You smile and look directly into the eyes of Serapis Bay, Ascended Master Serapis Bay. Do not doubt or be afraid, he smiles back at you. You have trained for thousands of years for this time. Now embrace your new reality and step into it with unwavering focus. And with this, he places the most gentle kiss upon your forehead. As he does so, you feel yourself now being drawn up through his pyramid in a column of your own light. Just feel yourself moving up and up and up with the energy of Serapis Bay's kiss just flowing through your third eye chakra. Just feel yourself moving up now.
As you rise, you see him waving to you and you thank him. Feel yourself traveling gently back to your reality now. And once you're firmly in your body, ground yourself in. Smile. And when you're ready, open your eyes.
Just bring yourselves back ever so gently, everyone. Just feel yourself coming back from hollow earth into your bodies. Back, back, back. Ground yourself in. You might even want to say unify to bring all of your bodies from fields back into the same space simultaneously. And then come back and join us. Just feel yourselves returning to your bodies. There you go. Welcome back and thank you for joining us as we took a little journey. Come on back, come on back. Make sure you're grounded in. Okay. Well, that was something that we were asked to witness, that we were part of, that has been occurring all around us. And this energy is now very much part of the reality that we're moving into. So we just like to, David and I would just like to thank you so much for all of you for joining us, for being part of that, for being part of this, and for working so hard to actually get us all to the stage where we can make this move, where we can move into this. Wouldn't you agree, David?
Absolutely. And just want to say congratulations to everyone, really, because everyone has worked so hard to get here. You deserve to give yourself a pat on the back. Well done.
Pat on the outer major.
Yeah, that's it.
Give yourself a pat on the outer major because it needs it. It's we've done a lot of work together tonight, all of us. There was a lot of stuff that we've cleared. We can attend to the grind as much as possible, and then we can bring in this energy and we can anchor that in. But this is actually occurring in real time all around us. We are all part of this. So if you want to watch it again and really feel, when Serapis Bey said witness, he meant it. He said witness, see, feel this occurring. Because although there is the appearance of a separation, we have chosen this incredible new reality, and that's what we're working so hard towards. And we are aware of the way this works, and we are aware of the way that we have chosen for our vibration to step through this ascension gateway. So thank you all. Happy solstice, and thank you all for joining us both tonight. It's been very, very powerful.
Absolutely. Thank you for adding your light to the fountain, and for all of your help.
Because that's all around the planet now. Whatever you put in there, that's all around the planet.
Yeah.
That's gone. There's a little bit of you in every single fountain all around the world. Which makes me very happy. It's like, yeah, I'm there. Brilliant.
Amazing.
So we would like to wish you all happy holidays, happy Christmas, Yuletide, however you celebrate it. Most importantly, take time for yourselves. You've worked very, very hard this year. The work that we've got to do is far from over. And of course, like David and I and anybody else that we're working with, we're all going to be here to move into next year. There's going to be some very, very exciting stuff coming up, and we're all looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
Whatever it takes.
I'm just getting started.
Oh yeah, we're just warmed up now.
Yeah.
We're all warmed up, aren't we?
Well, I remember actually, Tim and I are coming back together to do another workshop in February. Actually. We are revisiting spiritual protection, which is something that has shifted, I think, a lot over the last couple of years. But I think is as important, if not more important than ever. We're going to kind of take a fresh approach to it. And hopefully lots of practical advice, some good tools in there that you can reuse going forward. And I think it's going to be a really fun session.
It's going to be a really good session. I'm very pleased that you've brought, because I mean, it's something that we like. It gets used every day, but it kind of like the correct principles of it get a little bit overlooked. And David and I are going to take you through the best ways that we can possibly actually apply the concept of protection to our reality at the moment. So look forward to you joining us.
Yeah, and not just kind of proactive protection, but if you're in a situation and you find yourself feeling rough afterwards, what to do about it.
Exactly, because we've all been there multiple times a day on some occasions.
Yes, so, absolutely. So I have just put the link in chat, but it's also up on Tim's website if you would like to join us.
Thank you, David.
Yes, and sending you all lots of love, wishing you and your families the beautiful light-filled holiday season, no matter what you're doing.
Exactly. Spend it how you want to do, with who you want to, with love in your hearts, and most importantly, take time for yourselves. And we'll see you again very, very soon.
Amen.
Lots of love.
Bye-bye.
Love you all. Bye-bye. Bye.